Thanks, Goose. Time for our first play, Hex, and this week we take a ride down the beta backwaters of a game developed by newly formed studio Molasses Flood. This is The Flame in the Flood.
The Flame in the Flood is a roguelike survival adventure game set in post-societal America. You play as a survivor named Scout who travels down the American backwater with her companion, a dog named Aesop. Your main objective seems to be about finding a stronger signal for a radio that Aesop brings you at the beginning, but really you'll mostly be focused on keeping yourself alive.
Which is a difficult task. This game is a lot of fun, but it has a steep learning curve. Scavenging for food and supplies and crafting implements. Remembering to feed yourself, to drink water, to sleep when you're tired.
And be on the lookout for wolves, fires, locations you can dock at when you're rafting. There is a lot to stay on top of.
Yeah, the river sections are enjoyable, but they're a little frustrating as well. As you steer through the currents, avoiding rocks and debris, you'll spot new places to stop at and explore.
You know, when I first played this, I didn't realise I was in charge of where I got off my raft. I just thought I was supposed to stay along the rapids and survive until I got to my destination. Then I realised I was going past all these places I could have been exploring, and you can't turn around and go back.
This game really is all about exploring, and they've really managed to capture that spirit of adventure. And the angular art design makes it all a very eye-pleasing experience.
Yeah, it really is a beautiful game with a sense of loneliness and menace, and I think the soundscape really adds to that as well.
Yeah, it's got a great soundtrack. It's extremely moody yet hopeful, and at the same time it creates a feeling of unease, which I like. And it's nice to play a post-apocalyptic game where the enemies aren't hungry zombies, but hungry stomachs.
Yes, your other major enemy is just being wet.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of importance placed on staying dry.
If you crash your raft, you get +1 wet. And if you crash too many times, you get drenched.
You also have to escape the rain, and being wet is treated as a medical condition. To the point where sitting by the fire doesn't dry you, it cures you of wet.
Yeah, it's sort of the opposite post-apocalyptic issue to Mad Max, where there just wasn't enough water.
Yeah. Another thing I really liked was all the crafting.
Yeah, so much crafting. And it's always nice when you can look at the ingredients and the end result and make a clear connection. Gathering the resources can take a while, but it helps that your dog can sniff out ingredients for you.
Oh, he'll help you now, Hex, but the moment you die, he's gonna scavenge your face. I do not trust that dog.
It can take a while to build up your recipe book though, because you can only learn recipes once you've found all of the ingredients to make them, which can lead to more frustration. You build up your recipe book and craft new and exciting items, then die the painful death of permadeath, maybe from nothing more than being wet, and you have to start all over again.
Yeah, it can be a bit annoying, but I didn't mind so much because the game is procedurally generated, and this takes some of the sting out of the restarts.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're traversing the same landscapes each time.
And the developers have already made several adjustments based on community feedback from this beta testing. So it'll be interesting to see what changes. I had some issues with hunger replenishment. This one time I ate 5 mulberries and 2 ash cakes and some jerky, and still I died of starvation.
Maybe Scout has a fast metabolism.
Yeah, or worms.
So what did you think? You excited for the final release?
Well, judging from the trailer, there's a lot we haven't seen yet, so I'm looking forward to finding out what that is.
Yeah, it feels like we've only dipped our toe into the flame in the flood.